today is lesson 1 of 6, and we're going to start our very first lesson on statistics. Okay, statistics. And I just need to remind you that we do have a class monitor. Her name is Queen Jasmine. She's watching you guys and your cringe in the chat. There she is. Lovely, lovely, lovely Queen Jasmine. How are we doing, Queen Jasmine?
Good in you, and hi to our Miss Nelly.
Excellent. Love to see you remembering Teacher Nelly.
Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Yeah. And I'm the class monitor, by the way.
Say hi, everybody, to the class monitor. Hi, Jasmine. There she is. Okay, she's watching you guys.
Hi to all the newbies.
Ah, excellent. Love to hear. Thank you, class monitor, Jasmine. Yes, she does. She monitors too well. She's watching you, Mirula. She's watching you. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for today's lesson. Hi, Samuel. Hi, Samuel. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for today's lesson. We're going to start lesson 1 of 6 of statistics, and we're going to take it very easy so that we don't get lost along the way. So hello, Anna. So we're going to ease our way into stats by doing a couple of things that we're looking for. All right. Okay. So first thing we're going to ask ourselves is we're going to define a couple of things. We're going to be looking at a definition for data. Who can tell us what is the definition of data? And please don't tell me it's that thing on my phone. Yes, I understand that the thing that you charge on your phone, yes, is data. Yes. Somebody named Unit 23.
It's
Hi, what is your name?
It's Yusuf, ma'am.
Yusuf, hi Yusuf. Why on this planet Earth are you called Unit 23?
I don't know, ma'am. I'll fix that. I'm an alien, I guess.
Okay, it was fun. I thought we could call you Unit 23 from now, but okay. Hi Yusuf.
Yes, ma'am.
What's up?
So data is unprocessed information, raw information.
Beautifully put. I love that. Like, it sounds so much more professional than the definition I had. I wasn't going to add big English words like unprocessed. I was just going to say information. So thank you, Yusuf. You're 100% correct. Lovely, lovely. Yes. Awesome stuff. It's unprocessed information. Now, where can we possibly find unprocessed information? How do we collect all this info? What different ways can we possibly collect this info? Anybody got any ideas? Yes, Yusuf.
Okay. So I said before, research has been done.
When we're doing the research, where do we get this information?
Bar graphs, you can get from pie charts.
Good, from graphs and charts. What else? If you want to collect your own information,
tally graphs.
What else you can use?
Tallies.
Good, we can use tallies. Anything else?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm not sure. Thank you.
Okay, Queen Jasmine.
Okay. Histographs.
Good, histograms that would make parts of graphs and charts. Histograms. Okay, let's think about if you go out on the street and you want to find out what everybody's social media platform is. What kind of form would you make up to get that information?
Okay, I'm unsure about that, but
Who was going to answer for you in the chat?
I was going to name one more thing. A stem and leaf table.
Good, we can use stem and leaf tables as well. Excellent, because we're collecting the data, right? Beautiful. I see Anna saying a survey. Lovely. A survey. Hugo says a questionnaire. Absolutely. These are the types of things we're going to use to collect that data that we want. Mara, what else can you think of?
Hi, Mara. Frequency tables.
Good.
Hi,
frequency. Hello. And I can, you know what? I love that you said frequency tables, because that's the exact thing we're going to be focusing on today. Okay, we're going to be focusing on frequency tables. So I'm glad you brought them up. Okay, we're going to be talking about them. Beautifully done. Excellent. Okay, Yusuf, do you have any more for me? Anything else? I'm going to ask Yusuf if you know, there's that one thing where, you know, everybody goes around in the country counting people. Do you remember what that thing is called?
Excuse me, ma'am, please repeat yourself.
When the government sends people around to people's houses to count them, do you know what it's called?
Ma'am, I don't know, but I know they just knock on your door. And
Yes,
yeah.
they do. Those people, what are they conducting? Yes, Mara says, yes, I think Mara's got the answer for us. Mara, what is it called? It's not a head count. Mara, what is it?
Ranking.
Oh, it's not a ranking. A ranking would be putting people one above the other. No, it's not a population. It's not a head count. It's not a survey. Guys, haven't heard of it. There it is. Hugo got it. Beautiful. It's called a census. Okay. It's called a census. All right. So a census is when it's not called an EFF. Anna, it's not called an EFF. It's called a census. Okay. And what they do with these census, with a census, is they count up how many people are in your country and they put people in certain demographics. So they will go to your house and they will ask you questions like, how many people live in this house? How many people are under the age of 13? How many people are over the age of 65? And then they count up all of those and then they can use that and put it into different sets of data. Yes, Queen Jasmine.
That's a bit too personal information they're asking.
Well, technically, we need that information because the government needs to know how to provide for people, right? So if the government knows that there are this many kids, let's say, for instance, in South Africa, there are 22 million kids, right? And then you find that only 20 million kids are going to school. If only 20 million kids are enrolled in the school system, then the government can be like, hold on, what's happening? Where's the other 2 million kids? Okay, yeah. So that's
a lot of headaches.
That's kind of what they use the census for, to make sure that they're providing for everybody properly. Well, technically, I don't know how well our government is doing, but you know. Ayabonga says, how accurate is the census? Not very. It's always an estimate. Okay, because if the census people come to your house and you're not there, then well, yeah. So it's always a plus minus. Okay, it's a plus minus. Yes, Mara. Hi, Mara. What's up?
Ma'am, we haven't done statistics yet in class.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Okay, you're going to keep up with what we're doing. Trust me, statistics is very easy, and you're going to be able to continue doing what we're doing here, right? So by the time you actually do get to do it in school, it's going to just be like revision for you because we would have already gone through everything. Okay.
Ma'am, but I already know like some stuff because I've been studying.
Excellent, excellent. Which means a lot of the stuff that we're learning, you're going to catch on to so easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, lovely. You're going to catch on to that so much easier. And there's going to be that one section in your paper too that you're going to get 100% for. Okay. In fact, everybody should just get 100% for the statistics section. If you're not getting 100%, then I don't know what you're doing with your life, guys. Come on now. Come on now. We've all done this stuff. All right. Tsepang, what's up?
Afternoon, ma'am. I'd like to know if this is pure math or what?
Because it's pure math.
It is.
Yes, it is. We do statistics in pure math. Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, you're very welcome, my sweetie. Okay, cool. All right, now let's talk about quantitative and qualitative data. Okay, let's think about this, guys. Okay, if we look at the word quantitative, what is the root word? What word was quantitative made from? Yes, Queen Jasmine.
Quantity.
Beautiful. Quantity. And what is a quantity, by the way?
A rough definition would be like the number of something or maybe of an item.
It's like a measurement, correct? It's like a measure of something. And like if we had to put together a quantitative data, what kind of information would you get? Like, would it be, can you give me an example?
Books.
Okay, I can see books. Okay, like if we're counting how many books, but look at Hugo's example. Hugo's saying a cup of water. If we had to measure a cup of water, what kind of answer would we get? Or if we had to measure how much water was in a cup, what kind of answer would we get?
Milliliters.
Good, we would get a milliliter answer. So somebody would have a different glass, so their glass would hold 250 milliliters. Somebody else would have a small glass that would hold 50 milliliters. Do you see how all my answers are numbers?
Yeah.
Is that making sense, Queen Jasmine?
Yeah.
Excellent. Look, so our quantitative data will always come to us in the form of numbers. Okay, everybody give me a thumbs up if this makes sense. Yes, Samuel, like a price. Correct. Things are always going to have different prices, like your height, like your weight, like the distance from your school to your house, those kinds of things. Those are all quantitative data. Now, what is the root word, or the root word of qualitative data? Oh, somebody's unmuted. Please mute. Please mute. Good. The root word is quality. Excellent. Quality. Now, when we think of quality, we're always going to use words to describe quality. Guys, I need you to stay muted, please. Good. It's a comparison of two things. Excellent. Good, good, good. So we know that for quality or for qualitative data, we're going to look, it's not going to be a cup of water this time. We're going to look at things like, everybody pop in the chat, what is your eye color? What is your eye color? Tell me, what is your eye color? Good. Okay, so some people, there are only certain answers that we could possibly get for eye color. Yes, your eyes are either going to be brown or green or blue. Somebody in the other class said pink, and I was like, if your eyes are pink, you need to see a doctor. You need to see a doctor. Hi, Pascal. Gift, yes, we have done graphs already. The videos are on the they're on the website. Okay, orange eyes, guys. Some of you guys, orange. Okay, you could either get like brown eyes or blue eyes or green eyes, or it will always be like a mixture of the two. Gift, if your eyes are red, you're either an animal or you need to see a doctor, one of the two. Or you'd get a mixture. Okay, you get something like amber eyes, or you would get hazel eyes, something like that. I know some of these people are aliens, I swear. Hey, Offense? Yes, good. Like Queen Jasmine's eyes are mixed. Some of you guys, it's like a mix of a little bit of brown and green or something like that. It's always going to be like a mix. Oh, hi, Amache, no problem. Okay, somebody's telling me here, some people with albinism have pink eyes actually because they don't have pigment in their eyes. I'm so sorry if you are somebody who has pink eyes because you have albinism. I'm very sorry for being insensitive. I'm very sorry for being insensitive. I didn't know that that was a thing. So I'm learning, and thank you for pointing that out to the person who did. I'm very sorry. I'm going to include pink, and I'm going to stop calling people sick. I'm very sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that. So pink eyes as well. It doesn't mean you're sick, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Very sorry about that, guys. Okay. All right. Cool. So we have quantitative data and we have qualitative data. Now, remember, guys, that qualitative data can be turned into quantitative data, because if we count how many people have brown eyes, we'd say 20 people have brown eyes, 16 people have green eyes, 15 people have blue eyes, 12 people have amber eyes, 6 people have hazel eyes, and 3 people have pink eyes. Now, this then translates from qualitative to quantitative. Okay, good. Yes, Samuel's like subjects at school is also an example of quality data. Correct, 100%. All right, now let's talk about the difference between ungrouped and grouped data. Does anybody know the difference between ungrouped and grouped data? Okay, and this is going to have something to do with how you guys collect data. Okay. Anna's like vaguely. Funzo, do you know the difference between ungrouped and grouped data?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, my sweetie. What's up?
I'm fine. So I
Good.
think maybe ungrouped. I think ungrouped data is like maybe a set of maybe observations or measurements that are not arranged into any specific categories or groups.
Beautiful. That's exactly what it is. Much like quantitative data, right? Like if we had to ask everybody how tall they are, right? Everybody would give us a different answer, correct? Do you agree with me there, Funzo? Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
So how tall are you in centimeters? Give it to me in centimeters. Do you not know? I feel like Funzo
Hello?
hasn't measured herself in a while. Funzo, how tall are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, my sweetie. What's up?
162.4 centimeters.
Beautiful. 162.4 centimeters. Excellent. Do you agree everybody else is going to get a different answer? Yes? I know everybody's so tall. So I'm 175 centimeters, right? Okay, I think Funzo's having a bit of trouble with her audio, but we'll take it from here. All right, so somebody's like, they're 6'4". Geez, Ayabonga. Okay, Hugo is 5'12", Lucy. I would agree with that, guys, but please don't give it to me in feet and inches. I don't know what to do with feet and inches. Please give it to me in centimeters. Hope, please, centimeters. You guys, those of you who are like 6'6", I don't know what 6'6" means. Please put it in centimeters. Thank you. 163, somebody says 163 centimeters. Tatum says 200,5. Geez, Tatum, you're so tall. My goodness. Anna, you should probably learn how to do that. Amber says she's 178. I see a 156. Thank you, Tyrika. Anam is 200 meters tall, 152,4, 173, 204, 210. Jesus, guys. Tiana's like, I'm probably 139. So short. There's a 180. There's a 173. A 161. Why are people speaking Japanese? Okay. All right, guys. So we get the idea. Ungrouped data is going to be data that we can't easily put into a category. Okay. We can't say everybody in the 162,4 category. How many people are in that category? That's not going to help us, right? Grouped data, however, is if I ask everybody, what is their favorite streaming platform? Now, everybody tell me, guys, what is your favorite streaming platform? Is it Netflix? Is it Disney Plus? Is it, okay, Twitch? We'll take Twitch as well. Is it YouTube? Is it Hulu? Is it Amazon Prime? Is it Amazon? What is it? Okay, good. So this is already grouped for us, right? Because instead of having all these different answers, I'm only going to consider these categories. So it's grouped for me by category. Emilio, what is Zoro.to? Oh my gosh, now I'm talking about pirated sites. Pirated sites, guys, please. Oh, it's an anime site. Okay. I still feel like somehow it sounds illegal. I don't know if it's true. Yeah, up here, I know definitely that one is not the correct one. today. Pirate Cove. Who's now looking at things on Pirate Cove and Soap today? Hi, guys. Murula, don't be proud of that. Don't be proud of that. It's not something to be proud of. All right, excellent. So Just give me a thumbs up. Does everybody understand that grouped data will already have categories for us? Do you see that? It already has the categories that we need. We're just going to use the categories to put the data in the correct order, right? However, ungrouped data is very difficult for us to be able to put together. So we're going to have to clump them in two sections. So I'm going to count everybody between 130 and 140 centimeters. What do we call this when I choose people in a certain space? What is this called? Does anybody know what it's called? Yes, Queen Jasmine.
Range.
Not quite a range. You're almost there. Okay, a range would be all of them. How far?
Classification.
A range from one to the end. No, it's not a classification, but it is kind of like a word, like a classification. Okay. Yusuf, do you know what it is?
Grouping.
Ooh, not a grouping, not a grouping. Yes, there we go. Apiwe's got the correct answer. If you look in the chat, have a look in the chat. Yusuf, what is it called? Apiwe and Samuel have the correct answer for me. It's an interval. Good. It's a model interval. I think she's trying to say a modal interval, and we're going to get to what that means in just a bit. All right. Okay, so it's called an interval. So we're going to break these up into the intervals. So we're going to say everybody between 130 and 140, and we're going to count all those people. And then we're going to go everyone in between 140 and 150, and we're going to count all of those people. And then everyone in between 150 and 160, and we're going to continue doing that. And then that one dude who said he was 400 centimeters tall, you are called an outlier because like you belong in the Guinness World Book of Records because wow. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is how we can look at the difference between ungrouped data and grouped data. So we're actually going to start grouping the data quickly. Let's look at our first example that we've got here. We're going to put everything in frequency tables. Right, let's start over here. It says here, Amanda collected 20 leaves and wrote down their lengths in centimeters. Here are her results. Now, my first question is this quantitative or qualitative data? What kind of data is this? Quantitative or qualitative? Hugo says quantitative. Quantitative. My next question is why? Why is it quantitative? Yes, Tiana.
Ma'am, I also say quantitatively because like
Yes.
she gives the centimeters, like, and it's all in different numbers. It's not just like, I don't know how to explain it. In the ma'am's question sounded like the yellow say motivate your answer. But yeah, it's quantitative.
But I
I'm
agree.
positive.
Yes, you motivated your answer correctly because what is she actually measuring? The what?
The leaves. And they're not all the same size because if you must pull a leaf over
Good.
three, all of them is different. They all grow differently.
Beautiful. It's the lengths that she's measuring. Beautifully done. That was correct. And you motivated your answer. So don't be too hard on yourself. You did that beautifully. Okay. She's measuring the length of the leaves. Okay. It's the length that she's actually measured. So here she's put it in intervals based on the length. All right, so we're going to tally all of this. I want you guys to go ahead and count for me, and then we're going to look at the frequency. The frequency is how often, right? Frequency is how often these things actually come up. So let's start with the leaves that measure 2 centimeters. How many leaves measure 2 centimeters, guys? 1. Good. Yes, gift, that is correct. Okay, just 1. So I'm going to put a tally of 1, and my frequency is also going to be 1. Right, so we're going to cancel out 2. Good. What about 3? How many leaves measure 3 centimeters? 1, correct. Just 1. Just 1. So I'm going to put a tally of 1, and my frequency is also 1. Okay, how many leaves measure 4? I'm going to go ahead and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 leaves measure 4 centimeters. Good. All right, what about 5? How many leaves measured 5 centimeters? I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. Do you guys remember how to do tallies? I think you guys did tallies in grade 3, grade 4, somewhere there. Do you remember how to draw a tally? I hope we do. I hope we haven't forgotten. Good. Excellent. It was the nice, easy stuff that we did in grade 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, perhaps. Hugo's like, perhaps. Okay. All right. Let's count how many leaves measured 6 centimeters. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Right. And then how many leaves measured 7? 1, 2, 3 of them measured 7. 1, 2, 3. So the frequency is 3. And how many of them measured 8? 1, 2. Thank you, Namisile. 2 of them. 1, 2. Therefore, 2. All right. So that's what we get from our frequency table. Now, this is a frequency table. We've just put this together. Okay. It's a frequency table. This is the easiest thing. And Hugo, you're 100% correct. There are 20 leaves altogether. They did tell us this at the beginning. There are 20 leaves altogether. Okay, but yes, Jasmine.
The most
Tiana.
easiest way to total up the frequency is to read the information given and to count the numbers if it's not given.
Exactly. If it's not given, you just count up how many of them there are. 100%. Okay. And we're going to use the frequency table to do some interesting things in a little bit. Okay. Okay, cool. We have to do the... Mirula, what is the 3M? Tiana's like, it can't be so easy. There must be a trick somewhere. Guys, it is. This is so easy, but it's going to be easy for now. If you know anything about ma'am, it's going to be easy for now. Okay. So in a little bit, it's going to get a little bit, like it's going to get a little bit more difficult in a while. Okay. Yes, it's the for now. I'm sorry, Tiana. Yes, Namisile.
No, ma'am, I'm just confused on how. Can you hear me?
How?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, I'm saying I'm a bit confused on how you calculate the frequency, because what we were taught is like to multiply. Can you please go back?
Okay.
To multiply the length and the tally for the frequency. For example, you say 4 times 4 is equal to 16.
Okay, no, not quite yet. Okay, I'm going to explain the difference when we do those kinds of graphs. Okay, they're different types of frequencies, and you'll see as we go along. Okay.
Okay.
Not this particularly. All right, there are different types, and we're going to get to those in a bit. All right. Okay. I will show you. For now, we're just doing an easy frequency, and we're going to put together a cumulative frequency of that, and then you'll see when the things start to be multiplied to each other. Okay. All right, let's look at this next one that we've got over here. It says, Kaylee asked her classmates about their favorite types of music. The results are shown in the chart provided. Make a frequency table of the data, then answer the questions below. All right, first question, quantitative or qualitative? Quantitative or qualitative?
Qualitative.
Why is it qualitative? It's easy enough for us to say it's qualitative. Do we know why? Okay, Gift says no length. Sandakashe says it's not grouped, but it is kind of grouped already for us. Yana, yes.
Ma'am, so I say it's qualitative because this is genres. Like, so we just say the different genres and they gave it to us. Then we just put it there, you know.
Good.
Yeah.
It's already been grouped for us, yes? And the answer that we're going to get is not going to be a number, correct?
Yes.
Okay, it's already grouped into particular categories, and we're not going to get, like, if you went up to somebody and said, what's your favorite type of music? They're not going to be like 4. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, they won't walk up and say, if you say to them, what's your favorite type of, or who's your favorite rapper? They can't be like 3 unless there's a rapper named 3. Who knows these days? But they won't give you a number as an answer. They'll give you a certain thing. They'll be like, my favorite rapper is Drake, or my favorite rapper is Kanye, or something like that. Okay, Gift is like, there's a song called for, no, Gift, don't go there. Okay, so it's qualitative because the answer we will get will not be a numerical one. All right, so this particular table says here, or the instruction says, draw a table and label 3 columns. We're going to take the tally, and then we're going to look for the frequency, and we're going to look for the cumulative frequency. Okay. Okay, thank you, class monitor Jasmine, I'm seeing you. All right, let's start with rock. Who can tell me how many of Kaylee's classmates chose rock? Hugo says 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 of them. Okay. Gift, we calculate frequency by adding up how many of the same thing we have. Okay. So we know that in our cumulative frequency column, we're going to put 5 over here. Now, cumulative means that we're going to add up. Cumulative means as it accumulates. So all of it added together, right? So the next one is jazz. Let's count how many kids said they like jazz. How many kids said they like jazz? Good. Good. 2 of them said they like jazz. 1, 2. 2. Now, what are we going to write in the cumulative frequency box, Tiana?
Ma'am, I think 2 maybe. Ma'am, what's the difference between frequency and accumulated frequency?
Cumulative frequency, how many people have we counted so far? So we've counted 5 for rock and 2 for jazz. So altogether, how many kids have we counted?
7.
7. So the cumulative frequency will go up to 7. Don't go away, Tiana. Let's do the next one. Let's count how many kids like country.
3.
1, 2, 3. Correct. So we're going to have 3 for our tally. Our frequency will be 3. And what will happen to our cumulative frequency? It will go up to
10.
Beautiful. That's it. Are we seeing how cumulative frequency works?
Yes.
Excellent. Awesome stuff. All right, Mara, what's up?
Ma'am, I'm kind of lost. Where do you get 7 and 10? Because
Okay, so
like when you tally up,
we're counting how many kids we've already counted. Okay, so we said that rock has 5, right?
Yeah.
So when we've counted, we've only counted 5 of them. But if we put rock and jazz together, how many kids have we counted?
7.
7, because there's 5 for rock and 2 for jazz. Now, if we put rock and jazz and country together, how many kids have we counted?
10.
10, correct. Okay, so now let's do the next one. The next one says top 40, right? So we're looking for all the ones who voted F. Let's go count how many people said F. Okay, let's count. So there's 8 of them, yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So this is going to be our frequency is going to be. And what is our cumulative frequency going to be? Hey, Mara, are you getting it? What is our cumulative frequency going to be?
18.
Oh, good, it's 18. Good, it's 18. So we're just adding them all up together. How much does it accumulate to? All right. Then we
Oh.
can do the last one. The last one is rap. So how many kids like rap? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. So what is our cumulative frequency at the end? 25. Correct. Okay. Excellent. All right. Give me a thumbs up if cumulative frequency, the difference between frequency and cumulative frequency makes sense. Are we all okay with this?
The captain had been a flight attendant for Kenya Airways years ago, and then went to
Excellent, guys. Excellent.
transition to the role of pilot.
Cool beans, guys. Cool beans. Okay. Okay, Patu says, please explain one last time. Okay, the frequency tells me how many people voted for this. How many, right? This is how many people voted for or said that they like rock. Cumulative frequency is how many altogether. Okay, how many altogether? So basically what we're doing, Patu, is we're saying, how many people said that they like rock? 5 people. How many people say they like rock and jazz? 7 people. How many people like rock and jazz and country? 10 people. How many people said they like rock, jazz, country, and top 40? 18 of them. Do you see the difference there, Patu? Give me a yes, ma'am, if you're with me. Okay, cool. All right, excellent. Okay, let's look at this next example over here. Now, again, I'm going to ask qualitative or quantitative data. Which one is it? This should be easy by now. We should be getting kind of used to it. Good, it's quantitative because we're given it in. Whew, guys, my English airtime is gone today. Good, we're given our numbers in, or our data in numbers. Another question, grouped or ungrouped data? True, Samuel, it's not. Is it grouped? Is it grouped? Yusuf, what do you think? Grouped or ungrouped?
Please repeat the question.
Is it grouped or ungrouped data?
Oh, for what question, ma'am? I didn't hear the
For this question that I've got, the one that I've got on the screen. Do we have grouped or ungrouped?
This is ungrouped data, ma'am.
Good, it's ungrouped because how do we know that it's ungrouped?
Because it's not in a specific range or in a specific order.
Good, and we have to now put it into what? What is that funny word that we learned today? We have to put it in?
To ish, ma'am. Yeah, I forgot that word.
It starts with an I.
An I. Ma'am, I forgot that word.
It's in the chat.
Interval.
Yes, good. We've had to put them into intervals. Good.
Ma'am, I also wanted to ask, does my name say Yusuf now?
No, it doesn't. It still says Unit 23. I really feel like calling you Unit 23, but I know it's you. Don't stress. I know that it's you. Okay. We'll change it for you in just a bit. Don't stress. Okay, we'll change it for you. Good. It's called an interval. So we're going to put all of these in intervals. So I want you guys to go ahead and group these in intervals. I want you to look for all the numbers including 20 and 28. All the numbers between 20 and 28, including 20 and 28. So go count up how many of those there are. We're going to have a tally. And then we're going to have a frequency. And we're going to have a cumulative frequency. Okay, cool. Everybody's saying between 20 and 28, we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the frequency is 6. And in our cumulative frequency, we still have 6. Right. Let me just go see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. All right. Yeah, gift pretty much. Yep, we're going to need to redraw the table. Now let's look for everything between 29 and 37, including 29 and 37. How many of those do we have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I'm lying. I am so lying, guys. I can't include 38. Yeah, I can only include those. Yes, sorry, Hugo. I only just saw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them. Right, 6. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Our frequency is going to be 6. What is our cumulative frequency now? What will we have for cumulative frequency? Good, Amelda. That's it. Good. It's going to be 12. Excellent. Let's do the next one. Right. So between 38 and 46, there's 38, 38, 39, and 46. There's 4 of them. Right? Yes, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 over there. And our new cumulative frequency would be, good, 16. Okay. Cool. And then for the last one, between 47. Oh, no, I'm lying. It's 5. No, guys. Yes, I forgot 42. Sorry, guys. There's another one there. 42. Sorry, Hugo. Sorry, Hugo and Gift. Sorry, yes, I skipped 42. So this is 5, which means our new cumulative frequency should be 17. And the last one is between 47 and 55. So 1, 2, 3. That's the last of it. 1, 2, 3. And our final answer would be 20 for cumulative frequency. Okay. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Are we enjoy? I feel like we're all enjoying this. This is nice and easy. Yeah. Easy stuff. Easy stuff. For now. For now. Okay. Okay. So from these frequency tables that we've got over here, we are going to have to figure out for ourselves some very important information, like the mean and the mode and the median and the range. Okay, all of this is going to come from these frequency tables that we have drawn. All right, so you guys will note that this last thing that I've given you over here doesn't have a table that you can draw, right? So we already know what the cumulative frequency is going to be. How do we know what the cumulative frequency is going to be? They've given it to us. They've told us that the total we need is 50. So we just need to put it together, right? I'm going to draw my own table. Okay, I want you guys to decide for us, what intervals are we going to use to calculate for this? Okay, who can think of proper intervals that we can use for this? Anybody got any ideas? Okay, Hugo says 10 unit intervals. Good. So am I going to start at 0 to 10 and then 11 to 20? Good. We would start at 21. Do we even need a 20? Let's think about 21. Yes, correct. We would start at 21. Give me a thumbs up if we all agree with Hugo. Why does Hugo say we should start at 21? Who knows? I agree with Hugo. What do you guys think? Why would we do that? Why would we start at 21? Good, good. Because the lowest value we have is 21. So there's no need for us to include the 0 to 10 and the 11 to 20. No, we can just start at 21 and then we can move up in intervals of 10. Right, so let's do this. Okay, yes, Queen Jasmine.
You mean you don't have to start with numbers you don't have?
Yes, there's no need for us to start with numbers that we don't have. I just want to add this in quickly. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. There we go. All right. So we're going to take this table. Excellent. There's no need for us to start with the biggest number because we don't really need the biggest number. Right. Okay. Yes, gift, we can say we did that randomly. You could easily choose gift that you're going to split it into 20s. So you can decide that you're going to do it from 20 to 40 and then from 41 to 60 and the such. Okay, so you get to choose. Right, so here's what we're going to do, guys. Okay, I actually need this one to be the biggest one. And I can make the other two smaller. These two are fine. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to say this is definitely where the mark goes. So we're going to pick our intervals to go there. And then we're going to have our frequency. And then we want our cumulative frequency. Now, we're going to run out of time. We're going to run out of time. But after the cumulative frequency, on Wednesday's lesson, we are going to add another column. Okay. We're going to add another column to the end here. And Namisile, remember how you were telling me that we need to multiply things to figure out what the frequency is? We're going to add that other column on Wednesday. Okay. It's something along those lines. Yes, yes, Pascal, we're going to get there. And that's how we're going to find the things like the midpoint and the median and all of those kinds of things. And the mean, we're going to use those to find that. Okay, now we said our first interval is going to be in between 21 and 30. Now, I want us to use actual mathematical jargon. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to say our value, we'll call that X, right? Needs to be in between 21 and 30. But we are going to include 21, but we're not going to include 30. Right, so that means the next column that I write, I need to say I'm going to start at 30 and go all the way to 20 or to 40. Right, so my values need to sit in between 30 and 40. But what's going to be the difference over here? We need to include 30. Right? Because I excluded 30 over here, I need to include it over here. Because if I exclude it in both, I'm not going to be able to count it. Give me a thumbs up if this makes sense. Does this make sense? Okay, Anam is saying no. Okay, yes, Mara.
Ma'am, it doesn't make sense. I'm lost.
Okay, so let's say, for instance, we choose the interval, Mara, if we choose the interval between 21 and 30, right? And my next interval starts from 31 all the way to 40, right? The mathematical way to express this is for us to say that we are looking at all the numbers between 21 and 30, and all the numbers that fall underneath, in between that, we'll call that X, right? So now we have to decide whether we're going to include and exclude. The reason why we choose the less than or equal to or the less than sign is what happens, Mara, when we have values like this. If we have values like 30,5 and we have values like 31,2, right? Now, if we take the interval from 30 to 30, then it helps us figure out what to do with 30,5. Where is 30,5 gonna fall? Let's look at this over here. Mara, do you have an answer for me? If I had to say 30,5, does it fall here in the first column or in the second column?
The second column.
Why the second column? because
I'm
the
not,
first
I'm not
column
quite sure.
doesn't, the first column doesn't include anything with 30 in it. Do you
Yes.
understand? So
Yes.
this first column will accept everything up until 29,9. That's that first column. And then everything after 29,9 needs to be counted in that column.
Yes.
Is it making sense now why we want to include and exclude?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, Esona, what's up? Hi, Esona.
Hi, ma'am. Ma'am, why couldn't we just use 29?
Because what happens then when you have 29,7? Where does it fall? In the 29? Because you didn't include it. And over here, you started with 30.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Where does 7 go? Do you see what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. All right. So we need to account for all of the numbers that come in between there. All right. So the next interval, then we're going to make it 50. And then we're going to include 50 over here, but we're going to exclude 60 over here. And then we're going to include 60 over here, but we're going to exclude 70 over here. And then we're going to include 70 over here, include 70, but exclude 80. And we're going to include 80, but exclude 90. And over here, we're going to include 90. And should we exclude 100 over here? Yes or no? No, we can't. It's the last column. So we need to count everything between 90 and good and 100. So we're going to include 100 over here as well. We need it in that last column. All right, because that's the highest mark that you can get. All right, give me a thumbs up if you will be able to populate the frequency and the cumulative frequency. Are you able to do that?